Can David, Eagle Archer, soar above the competition? Is Rob, the Rock Rauch, a stone's throw from the perfect game? Or will Craig, Little Man Rankin, stand up to them both and walk away with the gold?
Do you have it?
I'm Mike O'Malley. Welcome to the Extreme Arena. This is Nickelodeon Guts, the Big Help Special Edition. Do you have it?
It takes a certain kind of person to get the body working to the level of precision that's needed to be risen to the top. Do you have it? It takes a certain kind of something to keep the heart pumping, something everybody needs to achieve to succeed. You'll need a lot. Do you have it?
Do you have it?
Folks, we are bringing the outside inside on our next event, Vertibog, that's right, we have a 22-foot indoor ski slope. Our players are going to be sliding on down. We got some serious icy conditions on this Guts on Snow event. Let's go to our referee, Moira Quirk, for the rules. Hey, Mo, you are way sky high up there.
Yes, look at all this mountain mist that's happening. It's very hazy. Each of our players will race their Vertibog down the course, and the fastest time wins. On your mark, get set.
Okay, so David will be first, and you can see a great push off at the beginning there. You can just see how high they are up there. 22-foot high as he goes over Mogul Mania. Here's the face plant slant, but he makes it right through there. And nice time, and we'll go to Mo and get the official time for David.
David clocked in at 9.9 seconds.
All right, 9.9 seconds for David. Now the times are beaten. It looks like our second player, Rob, is ready.
On your mark, get set.
All right, Rob's nickname is The Rock, and he rockets out of the start right there. Great push and continues to push himself around the nerve curve. Holding on through Mogul Mania. He's coming down for the face pant slant and doing good work right there. That time is official. He will be our new leader. Let's go to Mo. Mo.
Rob clocked in at 9 seconds even.
Okay, so Rob continuing to push off. Great balance and work in those corners. We'll see what Craig can do.
On your mark, get set.
Craig, the little man. Let's see if the little man can get a big performance out of his board right here and continuing to push off really tight on the corners. He may have victory if he can hustle across. And indeed, if that time is official, our purple player, Craig, rising to the challenge right there. Let's go to Mo.
Craig clocked in at 8.7 seconds. That puts Craig in first place, Rob in second place, David in third place.
All right, folks, if this event right here is any indication of how close it's going to be a great competition today. You see him pushing off, cornering, great work, and continuing to keep his balance, taking first place points right there. And let's go to Mo and check out our leaderboard. Mo.
Well, Mike, first place in our events is worth 300 points. That goes to Craig in purple. In second place with 200 points, Rob in red. In third place with 100 points, David in blue.
Well, after our first event, I got a good feeling about these three guys. It's going to be a good competition. We got plenty of events coming up. Let's go to Mo and check out our event lineup. Mo!
Well, first up today, we brought the Winter Olympics to the Extreme Arena with Vertibog, and next we have the flying football event Touchdown. In our second half, we have the base path obstacle course Extreme Baseball. And then it's time for the roller hockey race Slapshot. And as always, the Mega Crag is last. Mike.
That's right. We are far from finished right here. And the player with the most points at the end of all of our events goes home the winner and takes home a glowing piece of our awesome rock. But right now, it's time for David to spill his guts.
Hi, my name's David Archer. I've lived in Japan, Germany, and the Philippines. I'm a first degree black belt in Taekwondo, and I also enjoy inline skating and soccer.
And today, David is dedicating his efforts to the National 4-H Council, which encourages diversity and youth leadership.
All right, imagine the entire defensive line of the Dallas Cowboys charging after you. Can you see over them for the touchdown? Well, with a little bungee on your back, you're going to get Guts Elastic Sports, a little action right here. Let's go to Mo for the rules. Mo.
At the sound of my whistle, all three players will have 45 seconds to throw as many touchdowns as possible. The player who throws the most wins.
All right, so our players, you see they're getting ready and getting a little bounce in their step right there before we start this event. And going into this event, Craig is in the lead with 300 points. Look like they have their rhythm down.
On your mark, get set.
All right, folks, so there they begin to reach back and then the throw. And purple scoring one. There's red scoring one and blue scoring one. Purple with another. You can see how close this game is going to be all day long as blue scores another. Purple looks like having three. Red with another. So this game takes a lot of endurance, good aim, and timing. You got to get on to the football, and then you got to have a good throw to make the completion and convert for a touchdown right there. As you see, Blue struggling. Blue has got to reach back for another football. Purple lost a little bounce, but has great aim, and right now Purple looks to be in the lead. As you see, Red going up for another one. Great aim on that one. Red also filling the goal with plenty of touchdowns. Another for Red. Blue looks to have about 2 right now. Looks like another score with that one right there. And so at the buzzer, Purple might have scored another one. I wasn't able to get a look at the goal. We will go right now to Mo and find out the results. Mo.
Craig and Rob tied in first place with 8 goals each, and in third place is David with 5. Touchdowns, Mike, touchdowns.
Take a look at the replay. Going up sky high was Rob the Rock, and rocketing a football right in for a decent score. This man right here definitely had his momentum down and tied for first place. Talk to me about that last event. What was the hardest part about it?
Just getting your rhythm down and jumping and just get the balls in the net. That's all you have to do.
All right, 300 points for this man, sharing with Craig. Let's go to Mo and check out our leaderboard. Mo.
Craig has 600 points in first place. In second place is Rob with 500 points. In third place is David with 200 points.
All right, folks, we are through with football, but when we come back, we got the Mike and Mo halftime show and more baseball coming up. All right, folks, welcome back to Guts. It's the Mike and Mo halftime show and a very special Big Help edition right here. And we have with us from the National 4-H Council, that's Emily. We have from Earth Force, Lara, and we have from Youth Service America, that's Mike. Now, all of these organizations are about youth empowerment. Could you guys tell us a little bit about each? Why don't you go first, Emily?
4-H is a youth organization which helps the community by building the youth of today to become the leaders of tomorrow by teaching them to keep their ambitions high and to make the best better.
All right, and Lara?
Well, Earth Force is a national organization that tries to teach kids about the environment and try to teach them how to take action on the Earth's behalf.
And how about yourself, Mike?
Well, Youth Service America believes that the way we can solve our nation's problems is by really getting young people involved in the community. So we work at the local, state, and national level to ensure that every young person in America has the opportunity to serve in their communities.
Terrific. It is a pleasure to have you here today. And Mo?
Yes, well, let's give everyone who helps a big Extreme Arena cheer.
Definitely. All right, folks, working for some important causes. Thanks for being here today. Mo, I know you got to get back down to the field and get ready for our next event. And guys, while you're here, why don't you tell Rob to
spill your guts.
Hi, I'm Rob the Rock Rao, and I like inline skating a lot. I also like basketball and street hockey. I'd like to meet Wayne Gretzky because he's an awesome hockey player.
And remember, Rob is playing for Earth Force, an organization dedicated to environmental education and public service. Mike.
All right, well, trying for an inside-the-park home run has never been tougher. It's extreme baseball. Let's take a look at what our players are going to be working on the base pass today. They're going to start right here across the Ken Griffey Jr. swing, up to first base, and then down this slide right here. Out the slide into the pads, up that wall climb right there, and down the fire pole. Then through the tire crawl. They got to get out of this one because the third base coach is waving them on. They're up that column, onto the airbag, boom, up the cargo net, and then doing a neon Dion slide into home. Let's go to Mo for the rules. Mo.
Mike, each of our players will be timed from the batter's box to home plate. They must complete each obstacle before moving on to the next one. Best time wins. On your mark, get set.
All right, so this is a prime chance for David as he hits a deep drive way back and standing up out of that elevated first base. You see him going to second base down the fire pole, and he'll get into the tire crawl next. And I'll tell you, folks, the outfielders are trying to chase that ball down, but David is a speedster. David, a man who can steal bases with fleeting speed, showing his amazing strength. And he gets up that column right there to our elevated third base. He really needs a good time in this event as he rolls out of the airbag and the outfielder is thrown. Looks like the left fielder has the ball, but he's dropped it. Center fielder comes over. Left fielder, I don't know, he's lost his head. He's trying to grab his hat. Here's the throw to the cutoff man. Here's the pivot, the turn, the play at the plate. He's safe, he's way safe. Let's go to Mo and get the official time. Mo.
David clocked in at 42.4 seconds.
Excellent work for David right there, and he really needed a fast time to set the pace because he had 200 points going into this event. We'll see what Rob can do.
On your mark, get set.
Deep drive, way back. And there is Rob as he sets his pace. You see the time to beat right there. And Rob's going to really have to hustle. He's got a quick start, which is important. That quick start will keep his confidence up as he tries to negotiate these obstacles. And speaking of this negotiation, look at him barrel through that tire crawl right there, folks. This is where the agility comes into place. We got to negotiate different types of obstacles. They got to go from running to sliding to crawling to climbing. These players really need to make all aspects of their athletic capabilities work in this event. Arm strength, leg strength, speed. As you see right here, the cargo net giving Rob a little bit of trouble. He's leaning a little bit off to the side, but he continues. Here's the slide, here's the throw, here's the play. Oh, folks, very, very close there at the end. Let's go to Mo and find out the official time.
Rob clocked in at 43.6 seconds.
Okay, so David still holding on to the lead right now. 42.4, the time to beat. Here's Craig.
On your mark, get set.
They call Craig Little Man. He may be a little bit shorter than our other players, but folks, he's in first place with 600 points right here. And a little hesitation rolling out of the pad, but good strength. Up the wall climb right there. He's down the fire pole, and he's already past second base with 12 seconds. And right out of the tire crawl, rolling right out. That helping his team. He's got great speed as he makes it up the column right here. Good concentration. And the column right here gives a lot of our players trouble, but he has no problem spinning right around. You see him rolling out of the airbag right now. It looks like another victory if he can get up that cargo net with no trouble. And straight up he goes, folks. It's going to be close. Here's the throw. Here's the slide. Here's the play. Safe. And I believe another 300 points. Let's go to Mo for the result. Mo.
Yes, Craig clocked in at 39.5 seconds, putting him in first place, David in second place, and Rob in third place.
Take a look at the replay right here. Craig, right down the fire pole. He needed a quick start. That kept his confidence up because he really needed to hustle. And right into the tire crawl. Look at him diving right through there. Dove right through, got a good leaping ability right through the tire crawl, and then continued to pull himself through. Doing a little hang time there, falling on his back, but he rolled right out of it. And you see these guys very excited at the end of that event. Let's go to Mo and check out our leaderboard. Mo.
Craig is still in the lead with 900 points. In second place is Rob with 600 points. In third place, David with 400 points.
All right, folks, and yet again, it is time for Spill Your Guts.
Hi, my name is Craig Littleman Rankin. I'm 14 years old. I love to play all sports. I love to play soccer and golf, and most of all, I love a good challenge.
Craig is playing for Youth Service America, which is committed to community improvement and civic participation. Mike.
All right, thanks, Mo. Well, you're breaking in on John Van Beesbrook. You deke left, you deke right. You want to take a slap shot? Well, the net is moving. You shoot, you're going to want to score. Let's go to Mo for the rules. Mo.
Mike, each of our players will have 60 seconds to maneuver around the obstacles and try and score as many goals as possible. The player with the most goals wins. Players, on your mark, get set.
All right, right now, purple has a perfect game on the line. That's Craig in purple. As our players try to make their way down, you see red going in for the score, and a score right there for Rob in red. As you see a follow-up with Little Man, he's in purple. Our players must consider timing, accuracy, and stick handling. As they make their way around those obstacles, another shot by Rob and another score right there, and he's a little bounce off as blue. That's David in blue. Seemed to have popped out of the goal right there. You can see Rob still trying to... Now remember, folks, the net is moving, so you got to have a really accurate shot right there. You see Craig right there completely overshot the goal. That's where the accuracy shooting into the goal is important. Looks like another one goes in right there for David. With 20 seconds left, you can see our players all at different portions of this event on their drive into the net, trying to control the stick handling and get the puck around the obstacles quick enough so that they can get a good shot. Now you can go right up to that net and pop the puck right in there. As you see, another score by Craig. He's got the perfect game on the line here going into this event. You see him hustling back. And at the buzzer there, none of our other players close enough to take a shot right there with the obstacles in their way. So you just see how important it is to get right up close as those nets are moving to get a good shot. We'll go to Mo and get the results. Mo.
Craig and Rob tied in first place with 3 goals each, and in third place is David with 2 goals.
Take a look at the replay right here. The stick handling right here for Rob. Terrific work and a little dump right there into the net with a nice score. And then Craig with the game on the line here, the perfect game on the line, I should say. He puts another one in right there. Good finish for him. And we will go to Mo and check out our leaderboard. Mo!
Well, now Craig has 1,200 points in the lead. In second place is Rob with 900 points. In third place is David with 500 points.
All right, folks, well, we're down here on the floor. We played 4 events, but the most important event is coming up. That's the Mega Crag. What do you think's going to happen on the Crag?
I'm going to win this one.
All right, you got the perfect game on the line here. How about yourself, my man?
It's all mine.
All right, now, Rob, you did good work in that last event. You tied for first place. Who's going to take the Crag in your point of view?
Me.
All right, folks, that's right. We got the Crag coming up, so you stick around. That big mountain's coming up. The Mega Crag, our biggest challenge yet. Stick around. Oh, yeah, folks, welcome back to Guts. I do believe we got a perfect game on the line. Let's go to Mo and check out the leaderboard. Mo!
Yes, Mike. Craig in purple has 1,200 points after 4 events. In second place is Rob in red with 900 points. In third place, David in blue with 500 points.
That's a look at where they stand. Now let's take a look at how they got there. And they started off on the vertiboggan. You watch the pushing right here as David makes his way down the face plant slant and across. And our first place finish for our first place finish, that's right, for right here, Craig in purple, as he makes his way through the fog, goes right into Mogul Mania. You see on the nerve curve right there, he had a little bit of trouble, but he regained his confidence. And we go into our touchdown event right there. Great aim and accuracy for Rob in red. Watch this right here. Never say die. That's Craig for another first place finish in that event. He had a tie right there with our red player, Rob. A stand-up triple. David didn't slow down on this event, going right up extreme baseball. All of our players were close, but as you see, sliding right here, again, Craig, another first place finish. We go into slap shot, and again, another tie between Rob and Craig. Great poise right there for Rob as he went in, and then Craig, another first place finish, 300 points as he went back in and scored. First place, 1,200 points right now, folks. The competition's about to get even hotter. In fact, the competition here on Guts is so hot, our Crag is taking on a new molten color. That's right, folks. Now it's mega large, mega sharp, and mega challenging. From its very core, the shard zone has erupted into a tangled mass of petrified lava. And now as our players try to make their way up to the top of that crag and fight through that labyrinth of smoke and snow, they will now encounter stone ledge, a horizontal rock climb, trying to prevent our players from locking in at the final actuator. Also, while our players climb, they will trigger obstacles like snowstorms, floods, and nuclear flying crystals. And as they stand at the base of that mountain getting ready to take on their greatest athletic challenge, they will hear the sound and fury of a dormant volcano ready to blow. I hope our players are ready. Let's go to Mo.
Players will start at the sound of my whistle. Each player has an identical side of the mountain to climb and may not cross into another player's path. Now, during their climb, our players must light up each of 8 targets located on their side of the crag. The first player to activate all of the targets, including the final one at the peak of the crag, will receive first place points. Mike.
So over Craig's shoulder, you see our Mega Crag. He's our leader. You take a look at David right there. He's getting fired up to climb. Will it be David? Or will it be Rob in red, the #1 sign from Rob? Or will it be our leader? That's Craig with 1,200 points. He has a perfect game on the line. Guts history, a potential all-star if he locks in on the actuator at the top first. Who's going to get the Guts gold? We're about to find out, but let me remind you that the points, they have skyrocketed in this event. Third place being worth 375 points, second place 550, and first place 725 points. Someone's getting to the top of that crag first. Somebody's going home with the Guts gold and a glowing piece of our radical rock. We're ready to kick this off. Let's go to Mo. Mo!
Players, on your mark, get set.
And so with that thundercloud storming, our players, the whistle blows, and they begin Boulder Canyon as the nuclear flying crystals rain on top of them and try to slow him down. There's our leader, Craig, in purple. As he makes his way up, you see right there, in blue, that's David. David, a little hesitation, as with Rob, as they make their way through the shard zone. But it looks like way out in front is Craig. He's at Stone Ledge. He's been in first place all day long. He conquers the crag at the top. Number one. We're going right here for a second place finish. And it looks like Rob has missed an actuator. He goes back down and hits it at Stone Ledge. Second place in the crag is David. And then Rob. These guys are off the top of the crag. Let's go to Mo for the results. Mo.
In first place on the Mega Crag, Craig in purple. In second place, David in blue. In third place, Rob in red.
All right, so we take a look at the replay. The challenge here for Craig was to get to that top of the crag as fast as he could and hold on to this perfect game. And as he makes his way through the shard zone, you can see the smoke and the snow trying to stop our players from finding their way to their next actuator. Rob in red right there, a little bit confused. Craig way out in front. He's at the top of Stone Ledge. We see now Stone Ledge. He powers himself up and over. Great arm strength, locking in with first place points. 725 of them, folks. A fantastic performance for Craig here today. Guts history, another perfect game. Let's go to Mo and check out our final leaderboard standings. Mo.
Here they are, Mike. In third place today, David in blue, 1,050 points. In second place, Rob in red, 1,275 points. Our all-star today, Craig in purple, a perfect score of 1,925 points.
And so on our special Big Help edition, folks, the bronze medal will go to David. David, playing for the National 4-H Council, will take home the bronze. Playing for Earth Force and taking home the silver will be Rob. Rob in red. Great competitor here today. Getting a couple of first place finishes. And the Guts gold goes to Craig. Craig, the perfect game. Craig taking home the Guts gold. Give him a piece of our glowing rock. He's playing today for Youth Service America. He's going to hold that Guts rock high and show everybody that he came, he saw, he conquered the Mega Crag. Another fantastic competition. No ifs, ands, or buts. These kids got guts. We'll see you next time. Do you have it?
Do you have it?
Guts is fame, guts is drive, equals energy, so you strive. Guts is strength, guts is valor, equals bravery, equals power. Guts is fame, guts is drive, equals energy, so you strive. Guts is strength, guts is valor, equals bravery, equals power.
You're unstoppable, endurance unnatural. You're trying your best and not all things are possible. Boldness unfolding, thing you're holding. Persistence and courage together you're molding. Short shot to the clock, on top, non-stop. Go get a good sport, good times. You got, you see your goal. You reach and you grab it, now ask yourself.
Do you have it?
Guts was recorded in front of a live audience at Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando at Universal Studios, Florida.